Welcome to another exciting episode of Travel Diaries. I'm your host, Nick Wangondu.
Hey, short stuff.
Hey, short stuff.
How's it hanging down there?
You've got 6-inch heels on. You're calling me short.
I'm Eve D'Souza, and of course, on Travel Diaries this week, we're looking at ecotourism in Kenya and fantastic options.
Amazing options. Amazing options. Basically, we're trying to show you how you can go on a holiday without really affecting the environment, well, doing as minimal damage to the environment as possible.
That's right. And you know, it's very popular with foreign tourists, but now Kenyans are really catching up. So I started off in the Masai Mara at the Nyumbu camp, and I actually got to spend a day at the Masai Manyata.
Well, you stayed inside the Manyata?
No.
So you just walked past it?
Kind of. It doesn't matter, I was in the vicinity, all right?
Okay, well, at least I got to enjoy an amazing time down at Meru Springs Eco Lodge in Meru.
Okay,
Very
fantastic.
Beautiful, amazing Eco Spring Lodge. You would have a lot of fun there. The next place I went to was Llano Lodge in Watamu. Pristine, brilliant, amazing views, can't beat it.
Watamu is gorgeous, so I can't wait to check that out. Yeah.
And I just hold a pufferfish.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Seriously?
I held a pufferfish, but you'll see it later on.
Or was that a stunt double? It couldn't have been you, Nick. There's no way.
I bought a blow-up fish.
You grew some hairs on your chest.
Just a few.
Yeah, finally. Well, after that, I headed down to Kigio Wildlife Camp, and that's in Gilgil. Absolutely peaceful, serene, and beautiful. So let's get this ecotourism journey started right here on Travel Diaries.
Situated in the Ngila Plains, at the edge of Masai Mara Game Reserve, the exquisite traditional eco-friendly camp overlooks a magnificent view of hills and plains. You're watching Travel Diaries, and we are featuring ecotourism destinations in Kenya, and one place that has that and much more is Nyumbu Camp in the Masai Mara on the Ngila Plains. It's only 8 kilometers from the Talek Gate, and at the right time of the year, you get to witness the wildebeest migration. It is absolute peace and tranquility. It's an exquisite traditional eco-friendly camp, and we're about to show you why this is a must visit in the Masai Mara. With simple elegance and style, at Nyumbu Camp you'll find unsurpassed peace and tranquility. With wildlife abounding at a nearby distance. The camp has medium-sized, fully insect-proof custom-designed tents equipped with proper bed, linen, bedside tables, and rugs. Bathrooms are en suite and are equipped with hot shower and eco-toilet. The tents have either twin or double beds with an en suite eco-friendly toilet and veranda. There's also solar lights, fresh, wholesome, high-quality food. There's an inverter system off the generator. Batteries can also be charged on this system, and their refrigeration uses gas. In the evenings, keep warm and entertained by the Maasai cultural dances. There's a wide variety of exciting activities at Nyumbu Camp, including game viewing, drives in safari-equipped vehicles, bush picnics, sundowners, a bush breakfast, and revealing stunning views. Nyumbu Camp lies near the path of the wildebeest migration, which happens every year between June to October, where the wildebeest migrate from the Serengeti to the Masai Mara to mate, and is one of the attractions that you can catch during your stay at Nyumbu Camp. You can also enjoy cultural visits to local Maasai Manyata and learn more about their culture and lifestyle.
Well, ecotourism is all about the link between communities, conservation and tourism. And Nyumbu Camp are always looking for opportunities to help out the local community. So whilst you're staying at Nyumbu Camp, you get to visit the local Maasai village and really appreciate the Maasai culture and traditions. Well, we've thoroughly enjoyed the Maasai traditions and cultures right here at the Maasai Mara. If this was mine, I would be a very, very happy woman. Totally loaded, but unfortunately not. However, we have enjoyed our stay at the Nyumbu camp. It is a great eco-friendly camp and of course, very affordable. That's the thing that you need to understand. A lot of Kenyans think coming to the Mara is so expensive. Head down to Nyumbu and you'll experience all that is linked to tourism, conservation and the community. We've got one more option for you right here on Travel Diaries.
At the beginning of the season, I had the most amazing opportunity to visit Meru National Park, a park that promises to be an amazing tourist destination, not just in Kenya, but to the larger East Africa. Today on Travel Diaries, I travel back again yet to Meru to experience an amazing eco-friendly facility, Meru Springs Eco Lodge.
Hi, how are you? How are you doing today?
Set on the outer slopes of the Nyambene Ranges, about 6 hours drive from Nairobi and just under 30 minutes by air, is Murera Springs Eco Lodge, right next to Meru National Park. Named after the local springs that surround it, Murera, meaning green acacia, boasts of a small shopping center a few hundred meters away from where the Maram Road meets the Tarmac Road to Meru National Park. It is here that we set to explore my first option of eco-travel. The first thing the lodge manager, Mr. Svante Nice, tells us upon arrival is the fact that environment is not just a word, but a conscious effort to take full responsibility. Now, I've done my research on eco-travel and ecotourism, and according to the experts, there's certain things that eco-lodges have to meet. One important thing is they have to be environmentally friendly, energy efficient, and they have to include some form of help from the communities, some form of services from the communities. Does Murera meet up these standards? Let's find out. Habari? Asante sana. Bordering the pristine Meru National Park and tucked away in 20 acres of bushland, by far the greatest aspect of the lodge is in the location. Set amongst the trees and shrubs of an oasis, the location supports a quiet, calm, and cool atmosphere. The place is extraordinarily quiet, especially for someone used to the dizzying noise of Nairobi. The small size of the lodge also provides a much more intimate, inviting experience. The eco-friendly lodge offers environmentally friendly accommodation. Right from the beginning, the lodge manager who actually designed and built the lodge himself was clear about one thing: building one of Kenya's most eco-friendly lodges, a trend that is quickly catching up with most hoteliers in Kenya. Armed with the knowledge that it takes so much more than a name to create an eco-lodge, a lot of attention and detail went into designing the facility. The wall panels for all the buildings were made of recycled Tetra Pak carton. The process involves cutting the Tetra Pak cartons into small pieces and compressing them between two hot panels to create the boards. But don't let the simplicity of the building materials fool you. The lodge offers impeccably presented accommodation, with all the amenities of modern life, with rooms offering all the comforts of home away from home. Murera Springs features all the facilities you'd expect of any high caliber lodge. Our focus, however, was drawn to the huge energy efficient solar panels. The panels are designed to rotate and face the sun during different times of the day in order to capitalize on the extra hours of sunlight. Afternoons at the lodge can be spent on one of the many verandas around the main lodge, or sitting on the porch in front of your cabin as you soak in the wonderful ambience. Alternatively, you can opt to go for a walk on the lodge's nature trails. 10 acres of the total area has been set aside for nature walks. During the nature walk, the silence is broken only by the sound of bird songs or the rustling of native animals through the bush. The game drive to nearby Meru National Park is one of the highlights of staying at the lodge. An opportunity to get you up and close with some of the beautiful wildlife found in our parks. One of the things I definitely enjoyed most was watching the beautiful colors created across the sky as the sun began to set. As night falls, one can enjoy the evening either within the confines of their tent or by a wonderful bonfire created near the main dining lounge. Guests are welcome to enjoy a bit of relaxation just before dinner is served. As an eco-lodge, all vegetables and fruits are grown in the area around the lodge. After dinner, a nightcap by the poolside makes for a great bonding experience as members from the local Meru community entertain the guests with traditional songs and dance. Proceeds collected from these performances are used by the members for self-improvement and to support their local communities and families. Breakfast at the lodge is an informal affair under the majestic canopy of the trees found at the lodge.
Every year, hundreds of Kenyans go on holiday. In fact, you might be planning your next Christmas trip right now. So will it be yet another trip to the Masai Mara, Nakuru, or even down by the coast? Instead of laying on the beach all day and visiting all the usual hotspots, why not go on a holiday that's not just fun and unique, but one that's good for you and the environment?
You're watching Travel Diaries in association with the Kenya Tourist Board.
Kigio Wildlife Camp is a superb eco-camp surrounded by beautiful yellow fever tree woodland overlooking the Malewa River.
Well, welcome back to Travel Diaries. We're featuring the best that Kenya has to offer in ecotourism. And speaking of which, we drove to Gilgil, that's between Naivasha and Nakuru, to have a look at the Kigio Wildlife Camp. Now, this is a true gem of a place. It's nestled in the Kigio Wildlife Sanctuary, and it's an eco-camp that really pays attention to the ecology of the animals and the area as well. And I've heard that this is one of the most beautiful and serene places to stay at. And looking at this view, it's no surprise why.
The camp is constructed in an environmentally friendly way from sustainable pine wood, local earth from the conservancy, traditional thatch provided by the surrounding community, and canvas panels. There has been minimal usage of cement and steel, and the environment has been carefully preserved during its construction. Power is provided by solar panels. Accommodation is in spacious suites and one family suite, each built on a deck and containing a large bedroom and sitting area, a private bathroom with flush loo, shower and balcony. The dining area is situated in a glade overlooking a towering red cliff that houses colonies of bee-eaters. At night, hippo and buffalo visit the camp to feed on ground salts and vegetation. and in the morning, zebra and giraffe wander through as more than 250 types of birds sing away. Guests can partake in complimentary nature walks with naturalists,
Very important. Maasai community. They use it as a national deodorant.
fishing and biking, optional 4x4 day and night game drives are also equally rewarding, with a chance to see hunting hyenas, leopards, giraffes, and lots more wildlife.
Oh, this is nice.
And you can also enjoy their bush breakfast.
All right, so I got to paradise. I got to my bush breakfast. Unfortunately, or fortunately though, we got word that there's a hippo down the river. So before any eating takes place, we're gonna go and stake it out and see whether we can spot that hippo. Yeah, this is getting really exciting. Pythons, hippos, all sorts of things. Oh. Through that tree. I think the hippo got the memo we were coming. It's refused to come out.
Kigio is an oasis of charm and beauty and provides a welcome break from the long transfers and constant game drives. Here you will discover nature and community in a more intimate, gentle, and engaging way.
Well, this is the viewpoint that I'll take you to for a beautiful sundowner and a stunning view of the Malewa River. What more can we say about Kigio Wildlife Camp? They've done so much for the community, for the environment, and of course for the animals within the conservancy, and it is a must visit, especially if you just want to get away, relax, unwind. There's no TVs, there's no network for your phones, just the magical sound of nature. What more could you ask for? Well, as we're looking at ecotourism in Kenya, we have one more option for you on Travel Diaries. It's time to hook up with
Nick Wangondu.
Welcome back to Travel Diaries. On this week's episode, we're visiting eco-friendly facilities around the country. Llano Lodge has been described as the place to be for the discerning visitor keen on all things natural. Welcome to Malindi, Llano Lodge, Watamu. Here we come.
Watamu is a beach resort on the Indian Ocean coast. Its main industries are tourism and fishing. The name Watamu means sweet people in Swahili. The name comes from the fact that Arab slave traders used to distribute sweets to entice the local population before taking them as slaves. Watamu may lack the charm of Lamu, bustle of Mombasa, and tourist trappings of Diani and Malindi, yet this once fishing village is well worth a visit. Llano Lodge is a luxury hotel on the seaside of the Watamu Marine Park. Its secluded structure, with nested private and tiny beaches, is the perfect spot to relax and indulge on the white beaches of Watamu. What really qualifies Llano Lodge as an eco-friendly facility? Natural bricks were used for the construction as opposed to use of concrete, thus providing for better insulation and wall transpiration. In addition, a lot of attention went into positioning and orientation of the building in respect to the sun. The right number of small windows in the right position help facilitate natural circulation of the sea breeze. As a result of all these measures, the owners were able to eliminate the need of hundreds of kilowatts of electricity for air conditioning, a must-have for most facilities set down at the coast. Accommodation consists of only 8 luxury rooms and suites for guests. Guests whose presence is limited in number to provide everyone with privacy, silence, and top quality service. The deluxe tower rooms are located on the ground and first floor of the observation tower, just in front of the sea, with a wide view on the ocean, the reef, and natural garden. The executive tower room is located on the second floor of the observation tower, just in front of the sea with a wide view on the ocean and the reef. It sleeps 2 people. The bathroom has a big shower and is equipped with a kitchenette. The lodge's approach to water use and conservation is quite interesting. Drinking water is produced through a water maker or desalinator from the seawater. The salty water out of the desalination process is used in the huge double swimming pool, where a chlorine generator sanitizes the swimming pool water without any chemical addition. That is, no chemically produced chlorine. A rain harvesting system is in place to collect water needed for irrigation of the garden. Wastewater is recycled through reed beds and reused for irrigation. Long walks, swimming, and sunbathing are just a few of the activities you could do while staying at the lodge. The shoreline in the area features white sandy beaches and offshore coral formations arranged in 3 bays: Watamu Bay, Blue Lagoon, and Turtle Bay. They are protected as part of the KWS-managed Watamu Marine National Park. The Marine Park, with its myriad of marine life, is one of the best places in Kenya for snorkeling and diving.
Now, one of the many advantages of staying right here at Llano Lodge is its close proximity to the beach, the fact that it's peaceful and quiet, and really the only sound that you can hear is the sound of the waves breaking on the reef.
At low tide, you can take long walks on the seabed and reach normally submerged islands. The low tide creates 3 small beaches, and you can take a pleasant walk under the cliffs. The beaches have minimal tourists and therefore very few beach boys. At high tide, you can find private, cozy places where you can relax your mind with the sound of waves breaking on the coral reefs. Evening meals are prepared with a strong attention to local dishes, and the dinner is usually served beside the swimming pool under the stars. At Llano Lodge, great focus is placed on the level of service provided to guests, attention to the customer's needs, and maximum privacy with the beauty of a life on the seaside. As a responsible consumer and tourist, it is important to pick out facilities that make genuine efforts to care for the environment and help the local communities while leaving resources intact for future generations. These are the values of ecotourism.
My experience here has been nothing short of amazing. The service undoubtedly top class, the food nothing less than 5-star. The accommodation unique and luxurious. It's no doubt that Llano Lodge has received a 5.0 rating from tripadvisor.com. So if you're looking for an unforgettable experience, look no further than Llano Lodge, Watamu. So I'm sure you saw how macho I was holding that puffer fish.
So Rambo, I tell you, Nick. Honestly,
I didn't cry even once.
that was a stunt double. It couldn't have been you. Was it really you?
We bought some rubber fish.
Because I did hear the usual Nick. Nick holding his blowfish.
Holding my
Very proud
blowfish,
of you.
and you with your dancing, your Maasai skills.
do it.
Come on now. Did you get a
If you
husband?
like it, you got to put a ring on it.
Clearly they
Didn't like it much. So moving on, it was an amazing ecotourism journey, and if you'd like to visit some of these wonderful places that we just showcased on Travel Diaries, you can go to the link on your screen right now.
And you definitely do not want to miss next week's show, because we're going on nature trails, nature walks, into the bush.
Yeah.
And apparently it looks like these guys are trying to get me to lose weight.
He looks a little malnourished in next week's show, so that in itself is entertainment. So
You
we'll
do not
catch
want to
you
miss that.
as we explore the best nature walks and hikes right here on Travel Diaries.